From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
It is a bluebird day across mid-Michigan. Bright blue skies out there on the St. John's camera and plenty of people heading out and about. Temperatures are much better to be outside in than what they were even just 4 hours ago. We started out near freezing. Now we're seeing the mid to even upper 50s. That sunshine does wonders. And for today, it's going to give us a really good forecast. The rest of it, a little touch and go, but it does have rain. And we'll talk about it as 6 News at Noon begins.
Breaking news, live from 6 News.
Breaking at noon. The East Lansing Independent Police Oversight Commission says they are now calling for the police chief's resignation. It is our top story at noon. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Kirk Montgomery. The commission's vice chair tells 6 News that Chief Jennifer Brown's action has, quote, irreparably, end quote, ended the trust of the community in Brown's leadership. Now, Vice Chair Kath Edsel says those include allegations of withholding surveillance footage of a pepper spray incident on August 24th and allegations of making a racist statement to 6 News. Edsel says she is calling for the chief's resignation and that a resolution for that will be introduced tonight. This was the statement made by Chief Brown to 6 News.
Starting with Welcome Weekend, we've had a disproportionate number of minorities come into the community and commit crimes. And as police officers, we are simply responding to those crimes.
Chief Brown later said she deeply apologized for unintentionally offending members of the community. The commission is scheduled to meet at 6 p.m. at East Lansing's Hanna Community Center. 6 News will be there. We will have continuing coverage of this breaking story coming up on 6 News at 5 and online on WLNS.com. Also new at noon, the capital area Ingham County alerts asking for your help in locating a missing 11-year-old boy. Take a good look at your screen. He was last seen in the Detroit Street, Kalamazoo Street area. If you see this boy, please call 911 right away. A federal judge has ordered the Trump administration not to fire any government employees for now, while the ongoing government shutdown continues. The White House budget director says the administration is looking to cut around 10,000 jobs. A CDC scientist who was let go spoke with the CBS News, warning that the layoffs will mean more preventable deaths. Natalie Brand is here for you now with the latest from Washington.
Ms. Smith. No.
Senators returned to the floor for a 10th attempt to fund the U.S. government, but neither Democratic or Republican leaders are showing signs of budging.
We are not asking Democrats to swallow any new Republican policies. We're simply asking them to extend current funding levels for a few weeks while we work on full-year appropriations.
And the Trump shutdown drags on because Republicans refuse to work with or even negotiate with Democrats in a serious way to fix the health care crisis in America.
The president's Office of Management and Budget says federal worker layoffs during the shutdown could exceed 10,000, but a federal judge says for now the firings must stop.
The case is playing out in California, where Wednesday a judge granted a temporary restraining order to block the cuts, saying it's a human cost that cannot be tolerated. One of the agencies significantly impacted by the layoffs late last week, the Centers for Disease Control.
It's truly like an episode of Squid Games because we don't know what's going to happen next.
CBS News spoke to a CDC scientist who received a reduction in force notice. She's asked for her identity to be concealed for fear of retribution.
The everyday American should be very concerned. It's going to mean more deaths, more preventable deaths. People will absolutely die from the impact of this administration.
A spokesperson for the Department of Health and Human Services said the layoffs were part of cutting a bloated bureaucracy and that the positions were deemed non-essential by their divisions. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Back here in Michigan, we have a new warning from the Lansing Police Department to be on the lookout for skimming devices. These devices are typically attached to legitimate card readers like those found at ATMs or gas stations, but they steal your card information, even your PIN number. Police say they have received several reports of skimming devices being found at MSU Federal Credit Union ATMs in and around the capital city. They recommend to look before using an ATM and let the credit union or police know if something seems off. And the Michigan Department of Transportation now wants to hear from the public on proposed rules that would prohibit people from living in their vehicles at rest stops for extended periods of time. The new rules would ban people from living in their cars, camping, or staying longer than 48 hours at state rest areas, carpool lots, and other properties owned by the department. Additionally, panhandling would be prohibited, along with protesting and distributing literature that was not officially approved. 2 virtual public meetings on these proposed rules will be held on Wednesday, October 22nd at noon and again at 6 p.m. And you can find a link to those meetings by heading to the Scene on 6 section of our website, WLNS.com. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services in Ingham County is at Lansing Community College today hosting a fall job fair. The event will feature employers from a range of different industries, including healthcare, manufacturing, transportation, social services, and technology. Organizers say that participating employers will also offer positions starting at $15 per hour or higher. The job fair is being held at LCC's Gannon Building on North Washington Square. It's happening right now until 2 o'clock this afternoon. Meanwhile, volunteer lawyers will be at the Capital Area District Library in downtown Lansing today to provide a free consultation. Each consultation will last 30 minutes, and the lawyers from the Ingham County Bar Association will provide free legal advice on a variety of different legal issues. The event is first come, first served, and no appointment is necessary, and it starts at 5 o'clock tonight and will wrap up at 7 p.m.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
All of our quad cams look absolutely beautiful right now. We're seeing blue skies and temperatures that are in the 50s. These temperatures are much warmer than what they had been initially this morning. We're already seeing some spots trying to make a run towards the 60s. Now, satellite and radar shows we don't have any clouds out there. Our eyeballs are telling us that. But if I zoom out to beyond the horizon, you see that there's some rain over towards Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota. It's not moving towards us, though. Even the clouds are holding off for now. We'll be seeing our own chances for rain soon enough, so it's nice that we're able to buy in just one more dry day. Today, sunny, temperatures up in the low 60s there later on this afternoon, and with the breeze only up towards 5 miles an hour, it's a good day to do some yard work if you have to. Once we get to tomorrow, you won't be wanting to do some yard work because we're seeing the chance for some rain. Tonight, clouds move in, going to see the chance for a stray shower or two overnight, possibly could have some lingering in our area through the early morning portion of tomorrow. After that, we have those clouds, the wind starts to pick up, and then finally, getting into the afternoon on Saturday, we'll see our next system move in. Look at this rain start up. 5 o'clock, okay, nothing too incredible, but then it really starts to intensify and becomes heavy overnight Saturday into Sunday. Looking at the Storm Prediction Center's outlook, they still have the severe weather threat just to our south. That's that 1 out of 5 marginal risk. We're in that mint green shade, though, indicating that we could have some thunderstorms. So any lightning lovers out there, this is your chance. The worst of the severe weather looks like it'll mostly stay over towards Arkansas. As for the rest of the system, you can see when the rain adds up overnight, going into Sunday morning, many spots will pick up around ½ inch to 1 inch of rain. And it isn't done just yet. There's actually the next day, Sunday, where we could see additional rainfall as the system wraps up into itself. So those showers continuing into Sunday. Then on Monday, we're dry. Pretty nice way to start the new work week. Unfortunately, the next day, there's another chance for rain. We're starting to see a more active pattern, which meteorologically actually is good. It's just not great for people who want to go outside. The 6-day forecast will show you it also is changing up our temperatures. We're going to be seeing highs possibly up in the 70s there on Saturday before the rain and storms start. If you have to get anything done on this weekend, I'd say do that in the first part of the day Saturday. Sunday, we start out in the 60s and those temperatures tumble to the 50s in the afternoon, and then we're back in the 50s solidly once we get to Tuesday. Yeah. It's just going to be a bit of a rainy mess from here on out.
Yeah, it looks like
one good nugget of a day.
Yeah, part of Saturday, right?
Part of Saturday, and then you get that little bit on Monday, but it's a Monday. You don't want to do anything on a Monday, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Katie. Still ahead, 6 News at noon. We have the very latest on the fragile Israel